What's up, fellas? Long time no upload. But before I go and do my regular spiel and excuses why I haven't uploaded in a while, I just wanted to set up this video real quick. As you can see right here, we have a special guest in this game. It's not every day you get to see a famous hero or a person totally dressed up in character and just playing, having fun. So it was definitely exciting to see him play, or how he was going to play out in the field. And if you can't tell already, we are in the woodsball field. We are actually playing a capture the flag game, and it turns out that he is on the other team. Now, as you saw earlier in the video when we were just hanging around and talking and being divided into groups, we were actually talking about how Captain America was going to play in this game and what he could do and could not do. So it was a group decision and what we were going to do. And how he was going to play. He was allowed to use his shield. He wasn't going to be out if he was shot in the shield. He actually had to be shot on his body. So it was definitely going to be interesting. We all thought it was going to be a fun way of playing, and I was really hoping to be able to see him out on the field. Now, this video was actually shot earlier in the summer, and my memory is a little vague, but I'm going to see if it's somewhat accurate. The staff at LLP actually changed the fields again a little bit, which made it even better. As you can see earlier in the game, I rushed to the left side. I really wanted to try and get the feel for these changes out in the field. There's definitely more bunkers, more cover on both sides of this field, so it was definitely a good way to get used to it, and I wanted to be able to play this side and get used to it. Now, in my opinion, I think these are really good changes for the field. These bunkers are going to allow both parties to be more aggressive and advance more aggressively on both sides. The only problem is there's going to be blind sides. As you can see here, I actually get surprised by one of my teammates. I think he was a teammate at that time, or I think he might have been on the other team, but he walks past on the way to the dead zone, and I was focused on the other guy. All I saw was movement, and I one-balled and actually got him in the armpit. So I'm so sorry, Rob, if you're watching this video. Hopefully that proves that I wasn't really trying to shoot you, but it was just by accident. Now, as I said earlier, this was a capture the flag game, and the flag is actually still in the middle of the field. Now, my plan or my intention was actually rush up to the left side, get a feel for these new bunkers, and also make it up to the top of the ridge and see how many people I can get over there. And once I clear that, hopefully either my teammate or I will be able to head back towards the middle and get the flag and go back and advance on the left side and go to the other side of the field. I don't know if you can notice in the video, I'm actually caught in the valley, so my opponents actually have a really good advantage in terms of height or field advantage over me. So I really wanted to be cautious and as well as get out of there. So now I was able to feel comfortable enough in advancing to the top of the ridge. I'm just going to camp out here for a little bit. Hopefully the other guys didn't see that I made it up here, and survey and see what they're going to do. See if I can catch somebody off guard. And fortunately, it actually did happen. I actually caught somebody by surprise. That guy was trying to fill in and going to a bunker in front of him, but he left himself out in the open. I was able to easily get him on his side. Now on to my excuses. Actually, I really don't have one. It was the summertime. I did play a couple of times, which was really good, but as far as going back to the videos, I just couldn't. I was either too tired from work or I was doing other stuff, whether it be tennis or going to the pool, or all the other nice summer stuff before summer ended. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same for you, but all these summers now are just going by so quickly. I know a couple of you have even made comments on my last videos on when the next videos were coming up, and I did read them. I just wanted to let you know that I did read them. Tried to reply as much as I could, even signing into YouTube or Google. I didn't do it as much the past couple of months, but now that the schedule is back to normal, I'll be accustomed to doing more things and going back to all these other things. So as I said earlier in the video, I do have quite a few videos from these summer games. I should be able to get them out very soon. I just thank you all for being patient and periodically checking if there's new videos. I definitely will try and get them as soon as possible, and hopefully in a sequential order so it doesn't seem confusing. I do have a few videos that I really would like to share, so please be patient. Well, continue to be patient. I really thank you for hanging in there. I've actually also been out of the loop in terms of the recent paintball releases, especially the two newest masks out there. One is the EVS and the other one is the Evoke, I believe, from Dye. I did actually see from one of the guys out in the field, his name is Chris, he showed me his EVS. It looked very comfortable, very promising, but it didn't have the HUD display. So for anyone out there who has experience or have tried it, I really would like to hear your opinion and to see what you've done with that. Talk about a fortunate turn of events. A teammate actually grabs the flag and is starting to run towards me, but unfortunately he gets shot just before he could take cover by the bunker where I was. But I told him to drop it. I was going to try and grab it and continue his run. But there's a little bit of confusion, as you can see right there. The ref takes the flag and brings it back to where it started, basically eliminating the what progress my teammate had made. And seeing that my teammate got shot from somewhere in the middle, I was not about to head over back to where the flag was and get shot myself. So I had to just make different plans and continue on with the left side, see if I can get a couple more people before I even felt comfortable in going for the flag, or even try to wave another teammate to try and come to the flag and proceed over on the left side where I was. Here I am just talking with the people in the dead box. I was just confused because I thought in capture the flag games, if somebody had been shot, they just dropped the flag. So I was just trying to remind myself if I remembered incorrectly or that's how it was always been played. Now I don't know how it is at your local fields, especially for rec games, but it typically happens in rec ball games at my local field that the few times that we do play capture the flag, it usually turns out to be elimination anyway. Everybody's on both sides and just trying to get each other out. The last thing they are focusing on is the flag. So trying to remember what the actual rules are in terms of dropping the flag or respawning the flag back to its original position, I really didn't remember, or I was a little vague in the rules. So right about now I decide to try and head over to the middle and see if I can get anybody out and make a free run for the flag. And I wish I had a zoom cam, but I hope you can see it. I don't think you can see it, but Captain America was actually moving towards where the flag was, and I was on his 6, so I used that position to try and get him in the back. He turned around, used the shield, got his shield, but I think a couple of paintballs actually broke on his body, and I was actually surprised that it broke. I don't know if you remember earlier in the video, you saw he had some padding in that costume, so another testament to the pretty nice Project X paintballs from that far away for it to break on a padded costume. Kudos to Project X. And right about here, the ref is starting to call the game, so I decided to go and head back and try and rush for the middle. And at this point in time, the ref started to call the game. I think he gave us 2 minutes left. So I was trying to prepare for a mad rush towards the flag. I was going to try and make a run for it myself to see how many people were left. And actually on my way to the flag, I see some of my opponents on the other side of the field trying advancing to or towards the fort, and I was able to get them as well. Now as this video winds down, I just wanted to say thank you again for continuing to watch my videos. I will have more coming up shortly as time permits. I just wanted to get this video out there and share my experiences, especially with this one, playing with Captain America. Unfortunately, I didn't really get a chance to play with him too much. I think 1 or 2 other games, but I definitely will try and get those videos out there. As always, thank you again for taking the time to watch the videos and making comments and also liking it, and see you guys out there at the field.